We're going to reach an asymptote, a singularity of change. In Chinese, they have a symbol for change. And the same symbol also means danger. And it also means opportunity. If things are going to change, how are they going to change? We can have an influence over that change. If we know that a moment of total change is coming, or even a moment of great change, where everything is going to be unstable, then we can prepare for it, and we can have a lot of influence over the result of that change. Isn't it? If we knew about the dot-com bubble, it's like any two guys in a garage come out of engineering school and they make a company, something.com, then they were driving Mercedes and Porsches, and even if they didn't do anything. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, within about 3 months, all those stocks went. Some stocks reduced their value by more than 100. So if we knew that was coming, we could invest in such a way that, in fact, you can make, a lot of people made a killing on that. The insiders, you know, they knew it was going to happen. So if we know that there's going to be a big change and everything is going to get crazy, we should be able to prepare for it so that we can influence that change. So that's what we want to do. We want to create a group of people who are aware of all these issues, who are intelligent, who can use their resources to make a strategy. We know we can't stop the change, but we know we can change things that we want. And we come out on the other side of it with a viable society. That's our plan anyway. Does anybody have a better plan? Changing our mode of activities is the way to deal with the changes in the material world. Any changes. Because all these changes are material. But spiritual things never change. Just like the Vedic technology. The mantras that operated that technology don't work anymore. That knowledge is obsolete. But the mantras that invoke God or create spiritual changes, those mantras still work. The eternal knowledge always works, no matter what changes in the material world. Let's say, for example, you're out in the ocean, and there's waves, huh? And you're in a little boat, fishing boat or something. Huh? Well, it's going to happen. Every time a wave comes, the boat goes up and down, and it's very unstable. Huh? But what if you're in a big ocean liner? Huh? The big ocean liner is stable. Huh? Or a lot more stable than the little boat. But the best thing of all is if we're on an island. If we're on an island, that's completely stable. The point is, if we're established in spiritual consciousness, then no matter what happens in the material world, our knowledge and consciousness remain stable, even if a big change comes along. Because spiritual knowledge never changes. It's eternal. I want to impress on you that the way to deal with this time of coming change is to become established in spiritual consciousness. then even if everything changes, your life won't change that much. And as Ulysses pointed out, everybody has to die. It's just a question of when and how. So we all have to go through our own personal singularity of change, where everything changes. Whether it happens in 2012, or whether it happens 50 years from now, we still have to go through that total change of everything. And whether it comes from outside or from inside, we're going to be forced to change everything. So spiritual consciousness is really the solution to all these problems. And it's the way that we can keep from being disturbed by change in general. Remember we went through the 3 kinds of problems? You want something that you don't have. You had something but you lost it. Or you have something but you don't want. Okay, 3 kinds of problems. And all of those problems have to do with time and change. These are universal issues. So the way to conquer time and change is to become situated in eternity. And then we find that we have no more change, at least in our inner life, because we have found the stable platform. We found the island in the middle of the ocean, okay? The big boat, the submarine, whatever. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate